Yes, yes. So, as I told, we'll start with ocean currents. At least one question will come from this. So, try to recollect all the facts that are important. Which winds are responsible for ocean current movement? Okay, planetary winds, secondary winds, local winds. Which winds are responsible for ocean currents? So, will you choose only one or will it be combination? Yes? See, yes. You just think until planetary winds is there in the book. Fine. Secondary winds means what? Southwest trade winds, northwest trade winds. Trade winds have no impact on ocean current or little impact is there. Especially when it comes to North Indian Ocean, there is change in ocean circulation with the change in wind direction. That means secondary winds are also responsible for ocean currents. Third, local winds. Okay, local winds are what? Land breeze, sea breeze, right? Can I say because of land breeze and sea breeze, some water flow will always be there? Geography, if I have to say, it doesn't have impact. That means absolutely no impact. Even little impact is there. We have to say that it will have impact on the ocean water. Okay. So remember, before saying no in geography, you should have complete clarity that it will never exist. For example, cyclone can never exist near equator. What is the reason? Coriolis force is zero. So there is a fundamental concept. Else you should never go by the logic, like that it will not have impact at all. So the first factor which has impact is which one? Winds. Second factor is configuration or shape of coastlines. Configuration of coastline. Shape of coastline. Third, Coriolis force. Now, due to Coriolis force or Coriolis effect, ocean circulation is clockwise in northern hemisphere, anti-clockwise in southern hemisphere. Okay, then what is the other factor? We say gravity. This gravity is due to density, and density is due to temperature and pressure. Cold water goes down, warm water will be above. High salinity goes down, low salinity will be above. Due to this, there will be gradient movement. So which one? Temperature and pressure. This also has impact. This is NCERT terminologies as well. So don't forget to recollect, revise NCERT from ocean current. See, questions where they come, you should be having clarity. NCERT for this is very important. Then after this, if we look at the circulation, yes. Exam, you will really not have time to think much. Please have clarity. You do not have time to think much, draw things and all. But what is important for you? First thing is, which ocean they are talking about. Okay, which ocean are they talking about? If they are talking about Indian Ocean, in the exam, first thing what you have to do is, just recollect on the western side of Indian Ocean, Africa will be there. Eastern side, Australia will be there. This should come to your mind. Okay. So, what I would suggest you, just you can draw like this. Africa, Australia. Which ocean are you talking about? You know, southern or northern? Southern, it will be anti-clockwise. Okay. Northern, it will be clockwise. Don't think beyond this. First, your work is to get this clarity. After that, if any water goes from equator to poles, it will be warm. If water goes from poles to equator, it would be cold. Right? Once you get this, later you can think about options. What is given? Read on the basis of that. Don't try to recollect. I'm telling you, these things would be confusing. Okay, just Africa, Australia, you just apply the same thing here and see. Right? Now, what is this current called? South Equatorial Current. What is this current called? Mozambique, Madagascar, Agulhas. You can check Agulhas. What is this current called? West Wind Drift. South Equatorial Current. Agulhas current. What is this current called? West Australian current. Same way, guys. Can you tell here? What should we do? This is South Equatorial Current. What is this? Brazilian current. What is this? West Wind Drift. And what will be this? Beniguela current. The only two current names that you need to remember is Africa. Rest all will fall into that. Okay. And this. Here, which current will come? Falkland cold current will come. The region where warm and cold meets is good for? Bad for navigation, right? It is bad for navigation, good for fishing. Which country is this? Argentina region. Near Argentina, you will have warm and cold current meeting. It is good for fishing. So this is one way of looking at it. Then, when it comes to Pacific Ocean, everyone, when it comes to Pacific Ocean, can I say this is anti-clockwise? This is anti-clockwise. Fine. Can you name this? Possible? What is this? South Equatorial Current. What is this? East Australian Current. What is this? What is this? West Wind Drift. What is this called? West Wind Drift. This is called Humboldt current. See, because of your practice, definitely you will recollect the names. Don't underestimate yourself. The problem is with East-West, confusion will be in the continents. The moment you get to know, we are talking about Southern Hemisphere, it should be anti-clockwise. The moment we are talking about Northern Hemisphere, it must be clockwise. So you tell here, is this clockwise? Yeah. Can you name, what is this called? North Equatorial Current. What is this? Kuroshio current. North Pacific current. What is this called? North Pacific current. What is this, guys? Everyone? California current. What is this? Yeah, North Equatorial current. What is this current called? Think. Alaska current. Is Alaska warm current or cold current? Warm current. From above, which current will come? Everyone, which current will come? Oyashio cold current will come. So here, which two currents are meeting? Falkland current, Brazilian current. Here, Kuroshio current, Oyashio current. Can you try here, guys? Goes like this, hits. Everyone, can you tell this? What is this sea called? What is this sea? Caribbean Sea. So it's called Caribbean current. What is this? Gulf Stream. What is it called? Gulf Stream. What is this? Labrador current. Labrador current. After that, one branch goes like this, another branch comes. Can you name? Try. Everyone, please try. North Equatorial current. What is this? Caribbean current. What is this? Gulf Stream. What is this? North Atlantic drift. And what exactly is this? Labrador current. Just, I gave you once, we'll revise and then I'll go to the next one because you get questions from this. Yes, try once. What is the name of this? Is it above equator, below equator? What is it? South Equatorial current. What is this? Which side? Eastern Madagascar. East Madagascar current. What is this? Mozambique current. Once they both join, what is it called? Agulhas current. Right? Agulhas current. After that, it comes under the influence of what? Westerlies. Under westerlies, it goes from where to where? West to east. What is it called as this? Try. West wind drift. Good. What is this called? The West Australian current. This side, try. What is this called? South Equatorial current. What is this? Brazilian current. So from here, what will come? Falkland current. What is this called? West wind drift. What is this called? Beniguela current. Okay. Now, wherever warm currents are there, it is good for, like, what we call as cyclones. Low pressure area, good rainfall will be there. Wherever deserts are there, that means wherever cold water is there, we normally observe deserts. Cold water is associated with deserts. Warm water is associated with forest. This is the first fundamental thing. Second, wherever cold water is there, normally the water is coming from the poles. As they come from the poles, near poles, number of living organisms will be less. As they are less, by the time they come here, they carry more oxygen with it. So closer to desert areas, or oxygen is more, due to which fishes are also more. Okay. So cold currents, desert people in these areas, their livelihood is fishing. Okay. So they normally depend on this. And the region where warm and cold meets, fog will be formed. Okay. Fog will be formed. That is why navigation is difficult. Second, nutrients increase. Oxygen increase. Remember, the place wherever oxygen increases in the ocean, it attracts lot of fishes and it will be good for fishing. So for example, which of the following areas are good for fishing? The region where you have more number of phytoplanktons. Think about it. The more phytoplanktons, more greenery is there. What is going to happen? Photosynthesis will be more. The more photosynthesis you have, what is going to happen? Oxygen is more. Is that good for fishing? Yes. More number of fishes will come. So the fundamental thing that you must be aware is what? Oxygen plays a very important role in the oceans. The moment we add, you tell me, which is pollutant? What is the meaning of pollution? Biological oxygen demand is more or less. When do you call it as a pollutant? Water, BOD is more or BOD is less? BOD is more. The moment oxygen demand increases, it is not good for, living. That forms anoxic waters, right? Anoxic waters. It is also called as dead zones. In the ocean, what is the meaning of dead zones? Wherever BOD is very high. Why? Coastal areas are having anoxic condition. Why do you see in the coastal areas? You will have lot of anoxic. Oxygen concentration is reducing. One of the basic point is sewage is dumped. Organic waste is dumped directly into the oceans. The moment organic waste is dumped, what is going to happen? Chemical oxygen demand increases. You might have heard of the term called eutrophication. Right? The more eutrophication occurs, you will have more such issues. Fine. Warm water is associated with forest. Cold water is associated with deserts. And then you tell this names. What is this called? Is it south or north? South equatorial current. Okay. What is this called? East Australian current. What is this, guys? West wind drift. Okay. See, southern hemisphere, ocean currents will travel from one ocean to another ocean. Is that true? Can you see, is there connectivity? Yes. Northern hemisphere, ocean currents will move from one ocean to another ocean. Land is there. The moment you get land, you won't have. Which hemisphere you will have more? Southern hemisphere. In southern hemisphere, near equator, Pacific Ocean and Indian Ocean are interconnected because of Oceania. Right? Near equator, Indian and Atlantic is not connected. Because of what? Africa. Right. Language, they may vary, guys. But ocean currents, one question will come. You are just observing it and you are trying to write. You got this? Now, Humboldt current, yes. Can you try now? Which side of the oceans warm water will be there? Which side of the oceans cold water will be there? Western side warm water, eastern side cold water. With respect to continent, if they ask. Western side cold water, eastern side warm water, right? Can I say, is there variation between land and water? Yes. Now, what is this? Yeah. What is this called? North equatorial current. What is this, guys? Crucio. What is this? North Pacific current. What is that current called? Alaska current. What is this? Oh yeah, sure. What is this? California current. Okay, last. Try this now. This, be careful. You tell this one. What is this? North equatorial current. What is this? Caribbean current. What is this? Gulf Stream. What is this? North Atlantic drift. What is this called? Labrador current. Now you try the prelims question. Lower latitudes. Can you tell which side is warm, which side is cold? Western side is warm, eastern side is cold. Try this. Higher latitudes. What is going to happen? Western side will be cold, eastern side will be warm. In northern hemisphere, if you take in the oceans, lower latitudes will have warm water on the western side, cold water on the eastern side. Higher latitudes, if you take cold water on the western side, warm water on the eastern side. This was prelims question. Okay. So, what I am trying to tell, ocean currents, whatever you do, they will ask you only the application parts of these. Nothing beyond that. I will show the place. Can you tell the cyclone name? Try. What is this? Which cyclone will be present in this? Hurricanes. Hurricanes. Typhoons will be there. Have you heard typhoons, China region? It is associated with which ocean current? Kuroshio. Kuroshio. What is the ocean current present in this part? Willy Willy. Right? In Indian Ocean, which ocean, like which cyclone? The name itself is what? Cyclone. What is this? Hurricanes. Typhoons. Willy Willy. Right? Then. Now this. Can you name the deserts? Can you try? What is the desert that is present? This is called Sonoran Desert. Okay. Mojave Desert or Sonoran Desert. This particular part is called Mojave and Sonoran Desert. Remember which current is present here? What is this current? Can you try? California current. California cold current is associated with which one? Sonoran or Mojave. Right? Okay. Can you try this one? Sahara Desert. What is the cold current here? Canary cold current. Canary cold current match the following is which desert? Sahara Desert. California cold current match the following is which one? Sonoran. So, 3 can be asked. Continent, desert, cold current. Can you try here? What is the desert which will be present in this particular part? South America, which is the desert? Atacama Desert. Can you tell here, guys, what is the desert that is present in this part? Africa, guys? Namib, Kalahari. What is this desert? Sahara Desert. What is the desert present in Australia? Great Victoria Desert, Sandy Desert and all. You get? Yes. Cold is associated with deserts, warm is associated with forests and cyclones. Okay. So, in this area, can you tell which regions are good for fishing? What is this called? Yes. This area is called Newfoundland. Newfoundland. Newfoundland is also called Grand Banks. What is it? Grand Banks. What is this region called? Try. Last time I told you. What is it called? Dogger Bank. Fine. What is this called? Newfoundland. Grand Banks. I'll write, you can note down. You see, first, let us talk about temperature. Temperature. Lower latitudes. Western side of oceans, warm water, eastern side of oceans, cold water, western side of continent, cold water, eastern side of continent, warm water. These are lower latitudes. Higher latitudes, warm. Done. Next. Marine climate, less diurnal range. Cold currents, what will be present? Fog formation. North America, Sonoran or Mojave, California cold current. South America, Atacama, Humboldt cold current. Northern Africa, Sahara Desert, Canary cold current. Meanwhile, you try to by heart this as well. Okay, where cold currents are there, even that will be helpful. Fine. Shall I? Australia. South America, Patagonia Desert, Falkland cold current. Fishing grounds, first place is wherever warm and cold. Please remember, once they gave wherever warm and cold winds meet. So what is it? Warm and cold currents meet. Because in exam, if you see warm and cold, you will be very happy. Right. So warm and cold currents meet. And the region, Gulf Stream and Labrador meet near Newfoundland. Is in another term, they can just give you this. The region where Gulf Stream and Labrador meets will form what? It is what? Grand Banks. Fine. Or Grand Banks is formed due to what? Anything can be asked. Brazilian current and Falkland current. They meet near Argentina. Kuroshio and Oyashio. Near Japan. Shall I? What is the second one? Well developed continental shelf. Dogger Bank in North Sea of Europe. Well developed continental shelf, Dogger Bank, and the reason for this is photosynthesis. Third, Coral reefs. So coral reefs provide nutrients, and because of biodiversity, they are known as rainforest of ocean. Closer to coral reefs, you'll have seagrass known as lungs of the ocean. Coral reefs are rainforests, seagrasses, lungs of the oceans. Why? Because it produces, like, oxygen a lot. Seagrass. Okay. Fourth, upwelling of cold water is also very good for fishing. Fine. South Pacific Ocean means Australia on one side, South America on the other side. You tell me, ocean currents, is it clockwise or anti-clockwise? Anti-clockwise. Can you try? Which side warm water will be there? Which side cold water will be there? Australia, South America. Which is coming from equator to poles? Australia. South America, you see from where to where it is going? Poles to equator. Where warm water, where cold water? Australia, warm water. South America, cold water. Now, guys, high temperature leads to low pressure. Low temperature leads to high pressure. Wind will blow, comes back. What is this circulation called as? Everyone, normal conditions is called as what? Walker circulation. Here which water will be there? Warm water. Here which water will be there? Cold water. Why is counter-equatorial current moving from west to east? Counter-equatorial current going from west to east. In between north equatorial current, south equatorial current, you have counter-equatorial current. Why is it going from west to east? Piling up of water on the western side. Fine? Piling, I'll give you that. You got this? Yes. Now, in between north equatorial current and south equatorial current, can I say you will have an ocean water going from where to where? west to east. What is this called as? Counter equatorial current. You will have counter equatorial current in Pacific Ocean also. And you see, is it above equator or below equator? Above equator. ITCZ will be mostly above equator or below equator? Above equator. But once in a while, can it come below equator? Whenever ITCZ comes, can we say everything comes down? So, counter equatorial current also comes down. And whenever counter equatorial current comes, can you tell, is the water going from east to west or west to east? West to east. Everyone, exactly opposite. In exam, don't think about all those two aspects. Exactly opposite to Walker circulation. Just now you wrote. What did you write with respect to Walker circulation? Where cold water, where warm water? Australia, what did you find? Warm water. So exactly opposite means near Australia, what should be there? Cold water. Near South America, guys, what should be there? Everyone. Warm water. High temperature leads to low pressure. Low temperature leads to high pressure. Wind will blow from high pressure to low pressure, rises and comes back. This circulation, is it opposite to Walker circulation? Yes. So what is it called? Oscillation. Is it in southern hemisphere or northern hemisphere? This one, Australia, South America. Which one? Southern. So it's called as what? Southern oscillation. Which month do you think ITCZ shifts down? December. December is closer to Christmas. So it's called as what? El Nino. So just remember this. El Nino will be formed in the month of December, Jan. Okay. Our monsoons will be in the month of May, June. Right. Second, exam questions will be which side of the ocean's warm water will be there, which side of the ocean cold water will be there with respect to El Nino, La Nina, because they know that is the most confusing part. So first thing is this one. You should draw this. Water if they ask, which side if they ask, draw this. See which side warm, which side cold. Exactly opposite will be this. Okay. If you by heart also see, last 1 week you won't be by hearting. You won't be able to see these aspects. So what happens? Confusion exists. Learn how to derive. Learn how to derive. Every question matters. Hardly remember 45-50 questions. If it comes correctly, you are in the list. The questions which you know correctly, that shouldn't go wrong. And that will not go wrong only when you draw. Quant and reasoning, English. Which are you more confident? Can we say the moment we get option, which is better? Quant. If you solve, you get a number and that number is there. Confidence is very high. Right. So this is the same thing that exists here also. Draw and then come to conclusion. So, done? Will India get more rainfall or less rainfall during El Nino? Less rainfall. Yes. Same as Walker circulation. Same as Walker circulation. But if pressure difference increases, it will become La Nina. La Nina is same as Walker circulation. If they ask, it is true. La Nina is same as Walker circulation, but what is changing here? Pressure difference. When pressure difference within Walker circulation increases, we call it as La Nina. Last year we had double dip La Nina. Okay, double dip. Double dip basically means, let us say the pressure difference is 10. But during La Nina, the pressure difference became 20. So when the pressure difference between Australia and South America doubled, then it is called as what? Double dip, right? Double dip leads to floods. That's why, like, India, Pakistan and all had floods. Double dip. Dip basically means difference is increasing. In exam, double dip, difference is increasing. Done? Okay. Now, this Africa, Australia. Can you tell how does it go? Clockwise or anti-clockwise? What is this? Which side warm? Africa will be warm. Australia will be cold. This is called as positive Indian Ocean dipole. Fine. So the normal circumstances, if it exists, it is positive Indian Ocean dipole. Africa warm, Australia cold is positive IOD. Opposite will be what? Negative IOD. When will India get more rainfall? Positive IOD. Shall I move? El Nino. Less rainfall in Australia, India. It is due to, if they ask question, what is the reason? Shifting of counter equatorial current. El Nino is shifting of counter equatorial current. La Nina more rainfall in Australia and India. Warm water temperature increase in Western Pacific Ocean. La Nina is different from Walker or same? Same as Walker circulation. Positive IOD. More rainfall in India. IOD is more important than El Nino, La Nina is. IOD is more important than El Nino and La Nina. Okay. Done. Yes. This one question will come from India map, and what they ask is up to them. Just open India map if you have, quickly. India map, political map. Political map. Yes. Everyone, okay. First, how many countries has land border with India? 7. Okay. No thinking, it should come directly in the exam. Okay, 7. The 7 are Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, right? How many maritime boundaries are there? Like, how many countries have maritime boundaries? 7 countries have maritime boundaries. Remember, land boundary 7, maritime boundary 7. Which are the 7 maritime? Pakistan, right? Maldives, right? After that, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Indonesia, Thailand. Fine, I'll give what separates us, but first, which are the 7 countries? Can you arrange in order? Area wise. First, land border. You see, Bangladesh has largest. Second is China. Third is Pakistan, right? Fourth is Nepal, right? Fifth is Myanmar. Sixth is Bhutan. Seventh is Afghanistan. Once again, try properly. What all you have? 7. Which are the 7? Bangladesh, China, Pakistan, Nepal, Myanmar, Bhutan, Afghanistan. Least is which one? Afghanistan. Now, the border between India, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh is Radcliffe Line. Okay, India, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh is Radcliffe Line. Pakistan, Afghanistan, India, Afghanistan is Durand Line. Okay, Durand, D-U-R-A-N-D. Durand Line separates India, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Afghanistan. It was for 100 years. Today, Pakistan, Tehreek-e-Taliban and Pakistan is fighting in this region, and that Durand Line is only for 100 years. It was drawn during Anglo-Afghan War, 1893, in case if they ask. Fine. Second, now which states of India has border with Pakistan? Okay, Gujarat, check. Gujarat, Rajasthan, Punjab, Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh. 3 states, 2 union territories. Which are the 3? Gujarat, Rajasthan, Punjab, Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh. Okay. Dispute between India and Bangladesh is near Sir Creek. Okay. Names, at least remember names. Which is it? Sir Creek. India, Pakistan, Sir Creek, C-R-E-E-K. Sir Creek is disputed between India and Pakistan. Near which state? Gujarat. See? State, dispute, country. Can we match the following? Okay. Which state? Gujarat. Which is the dispute? Sir Creek. And what is the country? Pakistan. See guys, Radcliffe Line is from Gujarat till Punjab. Because after after 1948 itself, LOC came. And LOC came in the year 1972. Shimla Pact after that we got. So, Radcliffe Line is in between what? What are the states? Gujarat, Rajasthan, Punjab. And when it comes to Jammu Kashmir, it is LOC, Line of Control. One side you will have Azad Kashmir. Above Azad Kashmir, you will have Gilgit-Baltistan. Okay. So Jammu Kashmir, always one question is asked, guys. So it's very important for you to have clarity of Jammu Kashmir map. Okay. You see, this particular one, this is Ladakh, Jammu Kashmir. This particular one is called Gilgit-Baltistan, Muzaffarabad or Azad Kashmir. What is this line called? LOC. What is this called? LAC. What is this region called? Aksai Chin. Okay, then guys. Siachen Glacier and Remo Glacier is in between. Okay, so questions are all about which is on the western side, which is on the eastern side, right? And the river which flows is called Nubra River. Fine, Nubra River flows from Siachen. In this particular part, the lake you will have is Pangong So Lake. Sakshgam Valley. Which part of India has border with Ladakh? Sorry, which part of India has border with Afghanistan? Ladakh. Which is that part? Gilgit-Baltistan. Sakshgam Valley is given to China by Pakistan. Sakshgam Valley is given to China by Pakistan. Okay. Yes. In Ladakh itself, we have Depsang Plains, Demchok. These two, India, China recently said we will go back to before 2020. Okay, recently India and China agreed to get back to their positions before 2020. Galwan Valley clashes, you might have heard before that. These two places, which two? Depsang, Demchok. Where are they present? Ladakh. Right? In Ladakh, you have Depsang and Demchok. Sakshgam Valley is given to China by Pakistan. Pangong So. Right? Please remember the map before exam as well, because one question on these, that two, western side, eastern side, which is on which side will be asked. And guys, Aksai Chin, if you take, according to Johnson line, Aksai Chin belongs to India. McDonald line. Aksai Chin belongs to China. Fine. India-China agreement has occurred. So possibility of asking questions are there, if not controversial. Johnson line says Aksai Chin is India's. McDonald line says Aksai Chin is of China. Who guards our border with Pakistan? BSF, right? BSF. Who guards border with Afghanistan? No one. We don't have direct border. Okay. China? ITBP. How many states of India has border with China? 4 states, 1 union territory. See, check. 4 states, 1 union territory. Which are the 4 states? Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh and Ladakh. Right? Jammu Kashmir doesn't have border with China. Please have clarity. Jammu Kashmir doesn't have border with China. And then, right, Nepal. Can you see 5 states of India has border? This possibility of asking is more. 5 states of India has border with Nepal. Which are the 5 states? Just check. Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, Sikkim. Right? See and tell. See and recollect. Don't try to by heart. You won't recollect. Bhutan, you see, 4 countries has border. Please, sorry, 4 states have border. See, Sikkim, West Bengal, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh. Yes. West Bengal has border with 3 countries. Yes. You can see Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh. Ladakh has border with 3. Pakistan, Afghanistan and China. Everyone check Myanmar. 4 countries, north to south. India is planning for, like, fencing between India and Myanmar. Okay. So which 4 states has border? Arunachal, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram. Please understand, Tripura doesn't have. Okay. See clearly, Tripura doesn't have. Only 4 states has border from north to south. Okay. Then next, can you try to see Bangladesh? 5 states. Which are the 5 states? First you see West Bengal, Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, Mizoram. Right? Tripura, Mizoram. Okay. First. See guys, Pakistan, I told you Sir Creek is disputed. Right? Just place names. Country. Places disputed. State. With Pakistan. Sir Creek. Gujarat. Azad Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir. Gilgit Baltistan. Ladakh. With China. Aksai Chin. Pangong Tso Lake. Sakshgam Valley. Depsang, Demchuk. It is also called as Western sector. Fine. Western, Middle, Eastern we say. This is Western sector. Shall I? With Nepal, Kalapani region, Limpiadhura, Lipu Lake Pass, Uttarakhand. Bihar, if you take the reverse ways, Gandak river is the dispute here. Kali river is dispute here. China, Shipkila, Barahoti, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Eastern sector, Middle sector. Done? Then Bangladesh, Tista river, West Bengal. This is the dispute. Sri Lanka, in case Kachathivu Islands, Tamil Nadu. Sri Lanka, Tamil Nadu. Which separates India and Sri Lanka? Pak Strait and Gulf of Mannar. Maldives, Lakshadweep, Eight-degree channel. Myanmar, Andaman and Nicobar, Coco Channel. Coco Channel. Indonesia, especially Sumatra, Andaman and Nicobar, Great Channel. Fine. Next. Thailand, Andaman and Nicobar, Andaman Sea. We do not have any specific boundary. Fine. Just remember, 7 countries have land border, 7 countries have maritime border. Northernmost point of India, Indira Kohl, Ladakh. Southernmost point of India, westernmost point of India, Guharmuti. What is easternmost? Kibitu, Arunachal Pradesh. Fine. Okay. Shall I? "16 states and 2 union territories has land boundary." Okay. All the states together, if you take 16 states, 9 states, 4 union territories, coastline. Coastline. Two states, both coastline and land boundary. Fine. Gujarat and West Bengal. Five states plus 2 union territories. No land border. Like Telangana, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh. Uttar Pradesh has border with highest number of states. Fine. Uttar Pradesh has border with highest number of states. Fine. Now guys, physiography will say first. You see, Trans Himalayas or Tethys Himalayas includes 4 mountains. Which are the 4? Karakoram, Ladakh, Zaskar, Kailash. In Karakoram, we will see K2 or Godwin Austen, which is the highest mountain peak of India. And this is part of POK. But it is the highest peak of India. One question will come only on Himalayas, guys. Okay, only Himalayas, one question. 9th and 11th standard NCERT. Go through once. Fine. Like ocean currents, you should understand Himalayas properly. Other part may come, may not come. Shall I move? Yeah. So this first Nanga Parbat to Namcha Barwa. Which Himalayas? Greater Himalayas. Greater Himalayas extends from Nanga Parbat to Namcha Barwa. It is also in between which river? Indus River to Brahmaputra River. Greater Himalayas extend from Nanga Parbat to Namcha Barwa or Indus to Brahmaputra. Yes. Then guys, within Greater Himalayas, one of the most important one is Nanda Devi. Nanda Devi. Which state Nanda Devi is present? Uttarakhand. Which side of Uttarakhand? Eastern Uttarakhand. Then within Nepal, we have Annapurna, Mount Everest. Annapurna, Mount Everest. Yes. Kanchenjunga is the highest mountain peak of India in Greater Himalayas, right? In Greater Himalayas. This was asked in Match the Following also. See here, which is this river? Indus. Indus to Kali. Kali to Teesta. Teesta to Brahmaputra. Indus to Kali is known as Western Himalayas, Middle Himalayas, Eastern Himalayas. This Uttarakhand is divided into two parts. Western region is called as Garhwal Himalayas. Eastern region is called as Kumaun Himalayas. Fine. Have really good clarity in this topic, Himalayas especially. No states as well. Don't get confused. This will have edge for you with respect to others because most of the people do mistake. Confusion will be there. Clarity won't be there because no one sees map. This is the first point, right? And textbook won't give exact things. Then, shall we? Yeah. Especially Himalayan passes, guys. Zojila, Ladakh and Jammu Kashmir connects Srinagar to Kargil. Shipkila, Sutlej River comes. Uttarakhand, connects with Manasarovar. Please remember Lipu Lake because India, China signed an agreement to help people move through Manasarovar. Lipu Lake Pass. Jalapla and Nathula, Sikkim, Banihal Pass, Jammu to Srinagar. Fine. Then when we say lesser Himalayas, Pir Panjal is in Jammu Kashmir. Kashmir Valley is in between Greater Himalayas and Pir Panjal. Some facts about Kashmir Valley. Kashmir Valley has Karewa soil. The moment we say Karewa, it is good for saffron cultivation, and it is lake deposit, so it's called lacustrine deposit. You have Dholadar, Jammu Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh. Naktiba ranges, Mussoorie, Uttarakhand. Mahabharat ranges is present in Nepal. Lesser Himalayas. Shivaliks, mostly sedimentary. Lower in height. Continuous with gap. Gap is in between. Tista and Raidak river. It's 80-kilometer gap within Shivaliks. Fine. The moment you see the term longitudinal valley, it is dunes. Fine. Longitudinal valley is dunes, and dunes is in between lesser and Shivaliks. Eastern Himalayas, NCERT says Shivaliks is folded in the form of duars, which help in tea cultivation. Some of the important hills in Arunachal Pradesh. You need to remember this. The factual data that you're writing every day, 10 minutes, you please spend time, especially Indian one. Okay. 6 to 8 questions you get only from this. So it's worth putting effort. Shall I? Purvanchal, Patkaibam, Naga Hills, Bareil Ranges, arrange from north to south. You should have clarity. Patkaibam, Naga, East Manipuri, Mizo. Mizo or Lushai. Take break.